I don't know if the future of the MCU has ever been more uncertain. But who gives a shit? I'm gonna speculate on the future anyway because I'm human and bored. Oh, by the way, this is part 3 of a trilogy of videos on current Marvel events, so go check out my other videos on whether or not Black Panther 2 will be made, and if the MCU TV shows are canon. Also, I did a trilogy on DC, also I upload daily, so yeah, subscribe. Anyway, where Phase 4 ends and Phase 5 begins is pretty vague, so I think we should start by addressing that. So at Hall H they announced Phase 4, aka Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2, Thor 4, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, What If, and Hawkeye. Later at D23, Black Panther 2, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, and Moon Knight were announced, and it was kind of assumed that this was some of the Phase 5 stuff. But it wasn't really said whether this was Phase 4 or 5, and it technically wasn't said that all of Phase 4 was announced at Hall H. And also it looks like Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk might come out before Hawkeye, which was announced for Phase 4. So it's really quite confusing, so I'm just gonna say that every movie announced at Hall H and any Disney Plus show that comes out before the first non-Hall H movie, which probably means WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, She-Hulk, and maybe Ms. Marvel, counts as Phase 4. Phase 5 is any movie coming after Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and any show that premieres after the first non-Hall H movie. So let's start with movies and what's been announced. So the first movie in Phase 5 will be the third movie of 2022, the already announced Black Panther 2. Except, no. So in that video I mentioned before about Black Panther 2, to make a long video short, I think it'll be cancelled and replaced by Ant-Man 3. In another video, man, this one's just full of plugs, I talked about how I thought Ant-Man 3 would set up for the Fantastic Four. That'll be kind of important later. The fourth movie of 2022 will be Captain Marvel 2, which has already been announced. There is a fifth movie coming out in 2022 and it's in October, so I think it would make sense for that to be Blade. If I had to guess, this movie would be a hard PG-13 to test the waters before having rated R sequels. Now for the 2023 movies, of which there are 4. Either the first or second movie of the year will probably be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, based on when that's going to start production. I'd say it'll probably be the second because May is the same time of year that Volume 2 came out. So what's the first movie of the year? I'm hoping for Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 will be R-rated, and that, along with how well Blade does, will determine if Blade 2 is R-rated. In July of 2023, we'll be getting Spider-Man 4. Back when the Disney-Sony deal fell through for that short period of time, Sony said it was developing 2 sequels to Far From Home, so given that, I think that July of 2023 couldn't be a better spot for Spider-Man 4. The last movie of the year comes out in November, and I'd guess that would be Eternals 2, given that the first movie does well. Now for 2024. None of the release dates have been announced for this year, so I'm gonna just guess that there will be 4 movies here as well, and that this will finish off Phase 5. The first movie of the year is the long-awaited The Fantastic Four. Coming off the heels of Ant-Man 3, it makes sense for a production that it might come at this point. The second movie of the year will probably be Shang-Chi 2 because of how production tends to work on these movies, and that'll probably be around the time Shang-Chi is currently scheduled to come out. Movie 3 is probably some mutant-related origin movie set up by Deadpool 3. Maybe it's Wolverine, maybe it's Beast. It's probably neither of those, something a lot more clever than that. Finally, I think the last movie of the year and of Phase 5 is probably a Sinister Six movie. Sony has been dropping hints about it, and for a long time has said they're interested in making a Sinister Six movie for the MCU. And after 4 Spider-Man movies, they'll probably have enough villains, especially if they decide to use spump characters. So, those are the movies. What I'm less confident on are the Disney Plus shows. So we know there are various shows coming in 2022, including Ms. Marvel, Hawkeye, and Moon Knight. So, what are we getting in 2023 and 2024? Well, in 2023, we're probably going to get that Nick Fury series. Another slot might be taken up by What If Season 2. I also think an Ironheart series is a pretty safe bet. For 2024, it's kind of anyone's guess, but if I were to guess, in spring we'd get a War Machine, because duh. In summer, we get Silver Surfer, because as much as I love a Silver Surfer movie, I don't think it's gonna happen. And in the fall, we get Power Pack, because again, duh. So what do you guys think? Am I right? Am I a complete failure? Was I way too tired while writing this video? Let me know down in the comments. This was fun. If you guys want me to expand on this with a Phase 6, let me know. I definitely have some ideas, but I think that doing a Phase 6 video now is kind of putting the cart before the horse. But I'll do it for the views. Bye.